most controversial first lady is not who you think, and the answer may surprise you. It's Julia Tyler, the wife of President John Tyler. Let's find out why. She was born Julia Gardner on May 4, 1820, on Gardner's Island in New York to a wealthy and influential family. Her dazzling personality and beauty quickly earned her the label the Rose of Long Island. This was also the nickname used to identify her in an 1839 department store advertisement alongside an unidentified man. At the time, it was considered wildly inappropriate for a well-bred young lady to model for a newspaper advertisement, and it shocked polite society. The scandal caused her family to leave for Europe to avoid further damage to their reputation. Upon their return to America, Julia and her sister Margaret attracted the attention of many high-profile suitors, including royalty. They had so many suitors calling on them that their father had to rent an extra room to entertain them. The fact that she was a known flirt and explicitly told potential suitors that she was interested in them added to her scandalous reputation and mortified her parents. One of the men whose head she turned was President John Tyler. She first met him at a White House reception in 1842, but she was more interested in his son, John Tyler Jr. They started a flirtation despite the fact that he was married, and it escalated to the point where he planned to divorce his wife to be with her. However, little did he know that she would end up with his father. After his first wife passed away, President Tyler made it clear that he wanted to be with Julia. However, he was 30 years older than her, and she wasn't interested in him. That did not dissuade him. He first proposed in 1843 when she was 22 years old, and she refused him. She also continued to turn down future proposals that he made. However, things changed when her father passed away at an accidental ship explosion. President Tyler was there for her during her grieving, and due to his support and kindness, she eventually agreed to marry him. Julia and President Tyler eloped in secret with a small wedding ceremony. When the marriage was announced to the public, it was obviously extremely controversial. To put this in perspective, Julia was 24 and the president was 54 when they married. He was only 9 years older than her mom, and his oldest daughter was 5 years older than Julia. The wedding was also less than 2 years after his first wife passed away. His children were not happy about the marriage, and Julia had a tense relationship with them. Together, Julia and President Tyler had 7 children and remained married until he passed away. One of their sons also married and had children later in life, so they have a grandson who is still alive today. Think about that. John Tyler was born in 1790, and his grandson is still alive over 2 centuries later. That is absolutely wild. Let me know what you think about Julia's controversial life and her marriage to President Tyler in the comments below.